Lots of people talking about World War III or future economic collapse or just overall problems in the future. And what we have to remember is that we've always had problems. Always had problems now, and we're going to have problems in the future. We've always had wars. We've always had famines. We've always had economic problems. There's always been people that are corrupt in every system, politics, business, you name it. So this really shouldn't be a surprise to a lot of people. For those people who panic, I think that they kind of show that they're not prepared. And I'm not saying that we could be prepared for everything that comes down the line, but you prepare the best you can for what you can prepare for. And that's it. That's all you can do. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes, we will probably have a World War III eventually. These things will happen. You know, the United States economy will probably collapse at some point. You know, there's never been a case that a country has survived indefinitely. There's always been a change that has occurred. There's always a change of power, or there's always a different influence in society that causes a revolution. So nothing stays the same. That's a bit of wisdom that I learned a long time ago. And the more we can learn that, about that at least, and more we can kind of accept that things are always changing, the bigger question is what are things changing into? And so we need to focus on what we can do to make tomorrow that much better than it is today, and remove the probability, or at least lessen it, that things that are going to be undesirable are going to happen. So we need to lessen those potentials. And so, yes, I have concerns, but the concerns don't really help me at all. They don't help you either. What really helps you is doing things and having things and knowing things that can be useful when times get really tough. Because you have to admit, we're still living a very cushy lifestyle, at least here in the United States. Most people I know, even if they don't make a lot of money, they're still relatively comfortable compared to most people in the world. The U.S. has been blessed, if you want to say that, even in a generic sense. The U.S. has been in a situation for quite a few decades of lots of prosperity. And it's not to say that some of that prosperity wasn't stolen from other people in other countries. I'm sure it has been. There's a lot of evil in this country, mainly in the government, but not everyone in the government is evil, though. So it's almost like there are a select group of people here and there that cause like 95% of the problem. It's just a small group. And we have to pay attention to those people and not just demonize everyone, you know, or look at a system, you know, like the republic that we have here in the U.S. and say, oh, it's not working, it's a failure. No, it does work when you don't have, you know, people in the systems in key positions that are corrupt. When you have corruption, you have a failure of the system. So just things to chew on. I get a lot of messages, and a lot of people talk to me about their concerns about World War III. You know, who is it going to be between and all this? And I have to say, I think we need to be worrying about other things that we could control as an individual. Because sitting there and daydreaming about, you know, nuclear war, it doesn't make us any more resilient against a nuclear war. We need to kind of be concrete in how we're going to deal with these problems. So I say get educated, learn as much as you can, stockpile all your essentials, and create a sense of community with those around you.